Hey guys, it's Stuffies here with another round of Pokemon Online. Here I'm going to cast another match between me and my good friend Flaming Psychopath, who, if you remember, I kind of defeated him in the last battle. So yeah, we're going for another round here. So basically this is part 2 of our 3 matches that we actually played. So without further ado, let's get to it. So, Flaming Psychopath opens up with the Hydreigon, and I open up with the Hydreigon. By the way, this is a new squad. It's not the same squad that I used against him in the last round. And I take him down with a Draco Meteor, thanks to my faster speed. So I go with the Taunt, thinking that nothing good was going to come up from that Bronzong, but unfortunately he doesn't go with Stealth Rock as I predicted. He goes for the Hidden Power Ice, and I use Fire Blast, which is super effective, but unfortunately, because of my 0.5 current special attack decrease from the Draco Meteor, it didn't do as much as I hoped. So that Bronzong is going to stay good as wall for this early game match. So I go out with my Ferrothorn, predicting another Hidden Power Ice, and yeah, he does it. And the Ferrothorn is obviously my all-arounder wall, so good stuff there. Bronzong Taunt is ended, not that it really affected it in the first place. So, me being faster than the Bronzong apparently, I get to manage the Leech Seed, and Bronzong uses the Stealth Rock. And now we're on turn 6, and that Leech Seed is going pretty good on Bronzong, and I'm planning to do a Thunder Wave on it, but it switches to the Volcarona, good enough really. If he's gonna send out a Sweeper, that's a good Pokemon to paralyze. So I switch from my Ferrothorn to my Mienshao to counter its Volcarona, and luckily for me, the Volcarona can't move. Not really lucky for him, but So I go with the Stone Edge, and he was probably going to use some Quiver Dance move, predicting that I might have used something maybe like a Fighting move, which won't be effective against Bug, or maybe Swords Dance and Baton Pass. So now Scizor comes out, he sends out a Scizor, and I go for the high jump kick. Doesn't kill him, but I managed to scrape 3/4 of his health. He goes for the Swords Dance, and I, being the dumb one here, doesn't switch, and he uses a Bullet Punch. My Mienshao faints, and Scizor has 14% health. I go with the Ferrothorn, and here's me being. So what do I do here? If I remember, okay, I Protect. I just want to see what Scizor does in response to my Ferrothorn. He goes for the Brick Break, but my Ferrothorn protects. My Ferrothorn heals with my leftovers, so I got full life now. So he goes for the Brick Break again. Unfortunately, it decimates my Ferrothorn. Not good. But the combination of Iron Barbs and the Life Orb also paints the Scizor, so that's good for me. So we're on 4 Pokemon to 3 for me here. So the Flaming Psychopath sends out Tyranitar, and I send out my Hydreigon, hoping for a sweeping of some sort. So I go for the Draco Meteor again, but just doesn't do much. It just at 49% health damage. So Tyranitar goes with the Dragon Dance and is now faster than me, I think. And is he faster? Well, yes, he is. And he uses a Stone Edge, and my Hydreigon is finished for that round. And now we see that Tyranitar has a Life Orb, so that's a potentially potent, dangerous combination of sorts. I send out my Terrakion, and him predicting a close combat, he switches out to his Landorus, which is a good response there. My Terrakion doesn't really do anything against the Landorus, and I, in response, switch to my Renucleus, my other wall. I love Renucleus. It's probably the most overused trigger in OU. Absolutely overused. Its ability, Magic Coat, is just amazing. Unaffected by indirect damage. It is immune to Stealth Rock, Burn, Weather effects. It is absolutely amazing. So I go for the trick, and I trick the Bronzong with having the Flame Orb. Not really my target. I would have loved to trick its Tyranitar or its Landorus as before. So I now go with Calm Mind, and Bronzong here goes for the Stealth Rock, but my friend here forgets that he's already set it up. So I go for the, let me see, we're just on turn 19 now. So Flaming Psychopath goes and switches to Tyranitar, and I go for the Calm Mind again. So my Renucleus is basically kind of useless here, as it only has Psychic as its attacking move, and obviously it can't affect Dark. So he goes for the Dragon Dance, and I use Recover here, predicting some kind of like evil attack of some sort on my Renucleus. And here I'm just wishing that I tricked the Tyranitar instead of the Bronzong. So I switch to my Scizor, and Tyranitar goes for the Crunch. It was a fairly safe switch, I would say. He didn't really have any super effective moves against me. So I go for the Bullet Punch, finishes off the Tyranitar. So we're on turn 23 now, and I'm on a somewhat solid lead with full health Renucleus, with almost full health Terrakion, and my Scizor in play right now. I use the Bullet Punch, doesn't really manage to finish off the Landorus, unfortunately. I didn't have time to Swords Dance or anything like that, and Landorus takes my Scizor away with Stone Edge. So Landorus do Stone Edge again, looking for him. A critical hits my Renucleus, hindering its usability, but doesn't really manage to kill me off. So my Renucleus uses Psychic on Landorus, and that Landorus is gone. So the last Pokemon he has is disable the Bronzong with a burn, thanks to my Renucleus. So he goes for this Gyro Ball, not very effective. I don't know if it's because he's not that slow, or maybe the burn is causing his, physical attack to go down. His attack stat to go down. I go for the Psychic. Doesn't really do much. He's trying to give it some damage. And Bronzong goes for the Earthquake, and it's not doing much to my Renucleus, that's for sure. And now this is basically just a stalling game, and my Renucleus is just using Calm Mind, and the Bronzong here is trying to damage me. It's not really working though. It's kind of inevitable now, but definitely closer than the last match that I had against him, that's for sure, where I probably had about 4 Pokemon to a 0, if I remember correctly. Much closer than the other one, that's for sure. So yeah, basically that's about it really. Bronzong is almost down, 1% health. I use Recover, and I have full health again. Because of the magic code, I didn't get damaged by the Stealth Rock when I sent him in, or the burn that I currently have. So Renucleus is a really good tank, a really good trickster to have in your team. You should seriously consider. I have him in a lot of my weather teams, in fact. So because he doesn't get affected by any of the weather. So anyway, that's GG. So yeah. I won that match. And be sure to look out for part 3, me against my friend Flaming Psychopath, which I'm going to put up soon. So, yeah, this is Stuffies, and I'll see you next time.